literature and Indian literature revision begins now. The first question: who translated Ramayana and Mahabharata in Tennyson's Locksley Hall meter? Right? Many have translated, but who translated it based on Tennyson's Locksley Hall meter? You will have two options: Michael Madhusudan Dutt or Romesh Chandar Dutt. Sorry, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is your answers, please?
I had to go with Romesh Chandar Dutt.
Okay. The answer is Romesh Chandra Dutt. Good. Okay, please don't forget. Okay. Who translated The Story of My Experiments with Truth by Mahatma Gandhi? Who translated this book? Your options are Sri Aurobindo or Mahadev Desai. From Gujarati to English. Sri Aurobindo or Mahadev Desai? Who did it?
Aurobindo.
Okay. Others, please. Everyone contribute.
I think the second option.
Mahadev Desai.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Mahadev Desai is the right answer. Good. Okay. And next, whose poem is The Patriot? Which begins with I am standing for peace and non-violence. Why world is fighting, fighting.
Could you please repeat the question?
Repeat the question, please.
Yeah, please. Who wrote the poem called The Patriot? Where we find these lines. I'm standing for peace and non-violence. Why world is fighting, fighting. This, do you need a clue?
Yes, sir.
This person has written a work called Background Casually, Enterprise.
Yes,
Good. Good. Okay. And who wrote? Okay. Sorry, sir. Yeah. This will be easy. Who wrote A Sheaf Gleaned in French Fields, which is a collection of 165 poems? I'll give you options, no problem. Sri Aurobindo or Toru Dutt? Who did it? A
The
Sheaf
question, first
Gleaned
time.
in French Fields. Yes. Yes. Who it is?
Toru Dutt 15.
Toru Dutt is the right answer. Good. Okay, who wrote Letters from a Father to His Daughter, which contained 30 letters?
Jawaharlal Nehru.
Good.
Same, I think. Jawaharlal Nehru.
Yes, it's right. Good. Who wrote Kalki or the Future of Civilization? This person has also written The Hindu View of Life, Religion and Society, and he has also translated Bhagavad Gita, one of the translators of Bhagavad Gita. You need options, I'll tell you. Okay. Your options are S. Radhakrishnan, C. Rajagopalachari. Who was it?
Question, please.
Yes. Who wrote Kalki or the Future of Civilization? He has.
Rajagopalachari.
Okay. Others? Try to guess.
Yeah, Rajagopalacharya.
Okay, the answer is yes, Radha Krishnan. Okay. Yes. And my next question is going to be true or false format. Try it. Mahatma Gandhi has translated Bhagavad Gita. True or false?
False.
False.
It is true. Okay. A little bit of a shocker, I guess. Okay. Okay, fine. Burmese, I'm just moving here and there, okay? Uh, Burmese Days was written about Burma, a part of British India, by George Orwell. True or false? Burmese Days.
Yes.
True.
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 Very good. Okay, next. Uh, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by D.H. Lawrence was published in the year 1885. True or false?
False.
False.
It is true. Why false?
Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry Finn is Mark Twain, right?
Yes, 1885. Yes, he belongs
But
to.
you said D.H. Lawrence.
Oh, okay. Sorry. In that aspect, I'm really sorry. Really sorry. I was only concentrating on the year. That's why I found it. Oh, very good. Okay. Next one. Uh, the Importance of Being Earnest was published in the year 1895. Who wrote it first? Oscar Wilde, I think. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me. I'll give you options. 1895, 1900.
1895.
1895.
Very good, very good. Waverley is associated with which writer? Waverley novels series is associated with which writer?
Is there any
Very
option?
easy. He is a writer of historical plays. Historical novel.
Walter Scott.
What?
Walter Scott.
Very good, very good, very good. Now my next question is, who is famous for Barsetshire novels? Barsetshire novels. He's an important person actually. He has written Barsetshire series. Who is it? It is Anthony Trollope. Anthony Trollope. Yokna Patafa, you know it.
William Faulkner.
William Faulkner.
Faulkner.
Okay. And then Malgudi is very, very easy.
R.K. Narayan.
Yeah. Okay. And Don Juan was written by Don Juan. Written by? Is it Byron or Shelley?
Byron.
Byron. That's all. It's quite easy, right? Who wrote Adonis?
Shirley.
Very good. Who wrote Mansfield Park?
Jane Austen.
Who is the protagonist? Fanny Price. Okay.
Fanny Bro.
Price. Okay. And who wrote an epistle to Dr. Arbuthnot?
Pope.
Pope.
Pope. It is a mock epic. All right. How many books are there in Paradise Regained, not Paradise Lost?
I'm sure.
4 books.
Pope.
Okay. Okay. Which work of Tennyson is to commemorate the death of Arthur Henry Hallam?
In memoriam.
In memoriam. Brilliant. Okay. Okay. Who wrote The Blessed Damozel?
E.G. Rossetti.
Very good.
Rossetti.
Rossetti belonged to which group?
Pre-Raphaelite.
Pre-Raphaelite.
Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood, PRB. When was it established? 1848. Don't forget. Okay. Chevy Chase is an example of epic or ballad. Chevy Chase is an example of epic or ballad.
An epic.
Ballad.
It's a ballad. Okay. Rape of the Lock is written in which meter or which style? Come on. Easy it is. What does Pope use in general? Pope generally uses it in Essay on Man. Everywhere he uses this technique. What is it? Heroic
Heroic couplet.
Heroic
couplets.
couplet.
Okay. Where does Whiskey Priest appear? Whiskey Priest appear.
Christmas Kerala.
No. It is. Anybody could guess? And he roams from here and there, and finally he gives salvation to someone. You know the story, I think. And finally, someone called a policeman will be against him. He'll be going in search of him. It's Graham Greene's The Power and the Glory. Okay. Right. Who wrote Under the Net, where Jake Donaghue is the protagonist? Under the Net. These are all 21st century. So, Under the Net. Do you need options? Okay. Uh, mm, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay. William Golding or Irish Murdoch? Under the Net.
Irish Bulldog.
Irish Murdoch. Again, I'm telling you, I'm not confusing you. That is why the options are a little bit out. Okay. Who wrote An Equal Music?
Vikram Seth.
Very good. Very good. Vikram Seth wrote a set of sonnets. What is it?
Golden Gate.
Golden Gate. Around 600, I think. 590 or something. That sonnets will be. Okay. Now I'm asking you true or false. Just say true or false. Okay. T.S. Eliot's The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock was first published in The Egoist. True or false? Think and answer. Please take time.
False.
Okay. Whose journal is Egoist? Whose journal is Egoist? Okay, why false?
Rutgers.
Okay, fine. Others, please try. All that we need is to try. So please. No idea?
No idea.
Okay, fine. No problem. Actually, it was also by Eliot and Ezra Pound. Those people had at this journal, and it was published in Egoist. That is correct. Okay, it's true. Okay, who wrote On the Sublime?
Longinus.
Longinus. Okay, Longinus On the Sublime was translated for the first time in English by John Hall. True or false?
True.
True. Very good. It's true. The Wits and Weddings, High Widows, and The Less Deceived are poetry collections by Dylan Thomas. True or false?
False.
False.
Who wrote it?
It was written by Philip Larkin.
Philip Larkin. Brilliant. Again, I'm repeating. Wits and Weddings, High Windows, Less Deceived. These are all collections. Okay. Which work was the founding work in 1956 of the Angry Young Man movement? Founding work. Easy. You can tell very easily. Osborne's.
Look back in life.
Look back in.
Brilliant. That is what. Okay. V is a novel by, postmodern novel by V. V is a postmodern novel by. Options are Albert Camus, Thomas Pynchon.
Thomas Pynchon.
Thomas Pynchon. Okay, in structuralism, who wrote Morphology of the Folk Tale? Is it Levi Strauss or Vladimir Prop?
Morphology.
Of the Folk Tale. Morphology of the Folk Tale.
Levi Strauss.
It is Vladimir Prop. Okay. And
Morphology of
the Folk Tale. Folk. Okay. Who propounded willing suspension of disbelief?
Eliot.
Coleridge.
Coleridge. Oh, good. Molloy, Malone Dice, and Unnameable are novels by. I have told about him. He translates his own works. Malloy, Malone Dice, The Unnameable. I told you yesterday. Beckett, Jeevantika Kumar. Yes, it's right. Okay. Hymn to Adversity, The Progress of Poesy, and The Bard are the works of. Hymn to Adversity, The Progress of Poesy, and The Bard or odes by. Options are Thomson, Gray. Who is it? Thomson or Gray? Hymn to Adversity, The Progress of Poesy, The Bard.
Okay, go with Gray.
Gray is the right answer. Good. Everyone, please give a try, okay? No problem if you make it wrong. Who is associated with impersonality theory? Impersonality theory. That poetry is an escape from emotion as well as personality. He has written very famous works. In 1992, the groundbreaking work of modernism. What is it? 1922. Groundbreaking work. What is it? Oh my god. Very, very crucial work. Very tough poem. 4 sections. Burial of Dead. Game of chess.
Wasteland.
Wasteland.
Okay. And who wrote it? T.S.
T.S.
Eliot.
Eliot.
The same person. He talks it in tradition and individual talent. Okay. Okay. Next. Banquo the ghost appears before.
Banquo the Ghost in Macbeth.
Macbeth. Okay. Who wrote Far from the Madding Crowd?
Hardy.
Okay, good. Charles Lamb belonged to neoclassical era. True or false? Charles Lamb belonged to the neoclassical era. True or false? Think and answer, please. Take time. Okay, now please, answers please.
False.
See, false, yes. When was he? Where was he actually?
Romantic love.
Romantic, very good, very good. Essays of Ilya, when was it published? அதை வச்சு நீங்க guess பண்ணலாம். When was it published? It is 1823. அப்படியே ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கணும். 1823 10 years கழிச்சு த லாஸ்ட் எஸ்ஏஸ் ஆஃப் எலியா பப்ளிஷ் ஆகும் 1833. ஸோ ஈஸியாக ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கலாம். ஓகே. அர்னால்ட் செட் அபவுட் சம் ஒன் தட் ஹீ இஸ் வித் ஷேக்ஸ்பியர். யாரை பார்த்து சொன்னார்? அர்னால்ட் told about some romantic writer that he is with Shakespeare. அர்னால்ட் அட்மையர் பண்ண அந்த ஆள் யார்?
Wordsworth.
No.
Sir,
Nope.
Keats.
Keats. Okay, good. Which is the first published novel of Charles Dickens? Easy தான் உங்களுக்கு. You know it. 1937 it is. You can easily guess. Sorry, you can guess. 1837.
Big paper.
Pickwick Papers. First novel by Hardy is கொஞ்சம்
Under the
Greenwood Tree இல்லை. Actually it is a very minor work.
Far from the madding crowd.
No, minor work. Desperate Remedies.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, and the next one. Who wrote the social contract where it is quoted like man is born free but everywhere he is in chains? Shall I give you options?
Yes.
Is it Rousseau or Kant?
Rousseau.
Very good. Okay, who wrote a blank verse tragedy called Manfred? It is by a romantic.
Byron.
Very good, Byron. Manfred. Queen Mab is a poem by
Tennyson.
Shelley.
Yo.
Okay, you will get it. Okay,
What's the name?
Queen Mab.
What's the name of the book? Queen Man.
Yeah. Okay, which work was a reply to Gausson's The School of Abuse?
Defense of Poetry.
Apology for Poetry by Sydney.
Apology for.
Okay, where do you find the Jewish moneylender as the protagonist? His name is Barabbas.
Merchant of Venice.
No, not Merchant of Venice. Jew of
there
Malta.
also a person come Jewish.
Barabbas.
Shylock.
Shylock.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
This one is Jew of Malta.
Jew of Malta by
Christopher
Marlowe. Okay. Now, where do you find this quote? Age cannot wither her nor customs tell her infinite variety. Are spoken by Enobarbus. Where does it appear? It is a very, very important work of Shakespeare. Enobarbus. Beauty describes beauty, so where it should be? Age cannot. Another one, please.
Antony and Cleopatra.
Yes. Another one. If music be the font of love, play on. Appears in
Twelfth Night.
Twelfth Night. Twelfth Night. What is the subtitle?
As you will.
What you will. Good.
What you.
Okay. Rape of Lucrece was written by. The Rape of Lucrece was written by. Options are Marlowe or Shakespeare.
Shakespeare.
Very good. Shakespeare. Which type of tragedy is about blood and theme of revenge? Which type of tragedy?
Holland ship.
No, it actually contains the name of an old tragedy writer.
Senecan tragedy.
Good. Okay, this I have told you yesterday itself. Spenser's Amority consists of how many sonnets? Did I tell how many?
88.
88. Who is the hero of Fairy Queen? Very easy question.
Knight George.
Knight is
Queen
the
Elizabeth.
right answer, but who does it symbolize? Who is the real world hero that has been symbolized there? It's easy. From a legend, from an old English poetry you would have studied him. Prince Arthur. Prince Arthur. Okay. L- Dave, sorry, Lord's Rosalind is the source of Shakespeare's.
ಇದು as you like it.
As You Like It.
Right.
Okay. The first English comedy was. It starts with R.
Ralph Oyster Toys.
Ralph Oyster.
By Nicholas Udall. Okay, good.
Nicholas
Very
Udall.
good. Literally. First English tragedy.
Garbodek.
Okay. Who gave the name University Wits? Who gave the name University Wits? Actually, metaphysical poetry was also given a name by.
Dryden.
Actually, the name was by Dryden, but who attributed it to them?
T.S. Eliot.
No. Dr. Johnson. Dr. Johnson did it. Now here, who does it in University Wits? George Sainsbury. Please don't forget. Okay. Okay. Ode to Himself is written by. Ode to Himself. This I will give you options: Spencer or Johnson. I mean Ben Jonson here.
Ben Johnson.
Ben Jonson. Okay. Where do you find these characters? Mr. Worldly Wise Man, Faithful, Hopeful, Giant Despair. It's an allegory.
It's John.
Bunyan's
John's Bunyan. Pilgrim Progress.
Pilgrim's Progress. Which work of Dryden celebrates the restoration of Charles II in 1660?
Astrea Redux.
Very good. Astrea Redux. It's a tough one actually. Okay. In Hind and the Panther, which stands for Catholic Church and which for Anglican Church? Hind or Panther, which any one should be matched.
Hind for Roman Catholic.
Okay.
Panther for Anglican.
Very good. Hind for Catholic and Panther for Anglican. Okay. Okay. Who wrote the Battle of the Books? Swift. Very good. When was Johnson's dictionary published?
1755.
Okay, good. Guys, am I going fast for others? Please let me know. I'll a little bit slow
Can
down.
you please tell me again the word university which coined by?
George Sainsbury.
George Sainsbury.
Sainsbury. Yes, the same.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Others? Muttarasi, Amy ma'am, Chivantika ma'am, Benita ma'am. Am I going very fast? Because others are active, I could understand them. And also you are chatting, so no. Okay, good. Thank you. If I'm going anywhere, please let me know. Okay. Pope's Dunciad satirized Louis Theobald and Colligiber. True or false? Pope's Dunciad satirized Louis Theobald and Colligiber. True or false?
False.
Okay. It is actually true because in the first edition we can find only Theobald, and later he started attacking Colligiber. Colligiber became the site of ridicule everywhere. And Shadwell, who was against Shadwell? Shadwell, Earl of Shaftesbury, these people were attacked by. Pope has attacked Theobald and Kibber. I am asking about Shadwell and Earl of Shaftesbury. Who attacked?
Pope.
No. Neoclassical writer. A proper neoclassical writer. Who it is?
Dryden.
Dryden.
McFluck, no.
MacFleck, no. As well as the medal. Okay. MacFleck, no means, what is the meaning of MacFleck, no? Son of
Son
Fleckno.
of fool.
That's all. Very good. Okay. Whose style is called as grand style? Grand style. இதெல்லாம் இன்னைக்கு உங்களுக்கு நெக்ஸ்ட் செஷன்லையும் யூ வில் கெட் த சேம் ஒர்க். ஓகே, கிராண்ட் ஸ்டைல். It's easy actually. Grand style is Milton style. Okay, good. Okay. Marlowe's theatrical company was called Lord Admiral's Men. True or false? Everyone please try. Give it a try. Marlowe's theatrical company was Lord Admiral's Men. Okay, it's true. Okay. Thomas Parnell, Thomas Gray, Edward Young, and Robert Blair are known as what type of poets? What group of poets?
Night graveyard.
Graveyard poets. Good. Okay. The title of Arnold, Shohrab, and Rustam is taken from Shah Nama. True or false? The title of Matthew Arnold, Shohrab, and Rustam is taken from Shah Nama. True. It is true. It is true. Don't worry. And then Sydney's Astrophil and Stella contains how many songs and how many songs? Sydney's Astrophil and Stella. This is again a song.
11 songs.
Yes, sir.
11 songs.
Very good. 11 songs. 108. That's good. Okay, who is called as the Chaucer of Scotland? Shall I give you options? It will be easy. Robert Burns, William Dunbar. Dunbar. Brilliant. Who wrote The Old Wife's Tale? This was written by one of the university wits. I'll give you options. George Peele or Christopher Marlowe? Old Wife's Tale.
Christopher Marlowe.
Sorry.
No, the next one.
Peele.
Next one.
Peele. Okay. Yeah. Peele wrote it. And next one is, the followers of Wycliffe were called?
Lollards.
Good. Okay. Now I'm going to some recent ones. Okay. Nagamandala and Hayavadana are plays by?
Girish Karnad.
Who wrote My Grandmother's House? A poem by?
Kamaladas.
Very good. My tongue is in English chains. Who told this? My tongue is in English chains. Is it Jayanta Mahapatra or R. Parthasarathi? Parthasarathi. My tongue is in English chains. Who won the Sahitya Academy Award for the poem Relationship?
Ramanujama.
No, I'll give you options. Mahesh Dattani, Jayanta Mahapatra. For the poem Relationship.
Mahesh Dattani.
It is Jayanta Mahapatra. Okay.
Breast stories.
Yeah. Who wrote Harvest? The theme of organ selling.
Manjula
Padmanabhan. It's right. Okay. Which play by Mahesh Dattani deals with Hindu-Muslim relationships, and it was against the backdrop of demolition of Babri Masjid in 1992?
Any clues?
It starts with the letter F.
solution.
Final solutions. Very good. Whose work is Rough Passage? Options are R. Parthasarathi, Nizam Ezekiel. Rough Passage.
Parthasarathi.
Parthasarathi. Okay. Which work by Aurobindo is subtitled as A Legend and a Symbol?
Savitri.
Very good, Savitri. Who won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913?
Tagore.
Tagore. Okay. Who wrote the postmodern novel called The Riot, which is about the murder of 24-year-old American student Priscilla Hart? Your options are Salman Rushdie, Shashi Tharoor.
Shashi Tharoor.
Shashi Tharoor. Arundhati Roy won Booker Prize in the year. For God of Small Things. That's obvious, but. 1997. No need of options here because it will confuse you. 1997. Okay. And then introduction for Geetanjali was written by.
E.M. Foster.
No. Another one. Irish Theatre, Abbey Theatre.
Yeats.
W.
W. Yeats.
Okay. Who wrote A Handful of Rice?
Kamala Markande.
Markande.
Good. And where do you find Achaka, the narrator? I think you no need any options. You can try at least the writer. Try to figure out who's the writer. Achaka is a woman narrator again. So it is a very interesting one.
Kantapura.
Very good. Kantapura. A Bend in the Ganges is a novel by. Your options are Manohar Malgonkar. Cry the Peacock, Clear Light of Day.
Anita Desai.
The Binding Wine, The Dark Holes, No Terrors, Roots and Shadows.
Shashi Deshpande.
Shashi Deshpande. Okay.
That's
Where do you find the narrator Salim Sinai?
Midnight Children.
Okay. Namesake and interpreter of melodies.
Pupa Lahari.
I think Indian literature is the strongest. I am a little bit. I am also trying whatever the possibilities are, but nothing is working. Okay. Who is associated with holy sonnets?
Done.
Very good.
Done.
Okay. Who is called the myth of Amherst? Sorry. Myth of Amherst. Who is called? Now I am feeling very happy. Think a lot. That is better. Okay. Your options are Doris Lessing or Emily Dickinson. Myth of Amherst. Very good. Very good. Okay. Emperor Jones is an expressionistic play by.
Eugene
O'Neill.
You remember. Okay, The Strange Case of Billy Biswas, The Foreigner, The Apprentice.
Aram Joshi.
Okay. I know the words. The Strange Case of Billy Biswas, The Foreigner, The Apprentice. Okay. All right. Then we have Goodbye Party to Miss Pushpa T.S. The Patriot. Again, I've told it. Goodbye Party to Miss Pushpa T.S.
Nizam Ezekiel.
Okay. On Knocking the Gate of Macbeth, Gate in Macbeth is written by, essay by. It recreates the porter scene in Macbeth. Who wrote it? Very, very important question. De Quincey.
Okay.
This will be definitely asked because another one that gets repeated throughout. Okay. Who is the writer of Dark Sonnets? This will be interesting. Dark Sonnets. I'll give you a clue. You'll easily find out. He wrote Sprung Rhythm.
Hopkins.
Okay. And which work is subtitled as a trivial comedy for serious people?
Importance of Being Honest.
By?
Oscar Wilde.
Okay. Who wrote Changeling, a Jacobean tragedy? Two of them have written. One's name starts with Yum. A famous Jacobean tragedy writer. It's easy, Yum. Quite easy. A woman killed with kindness. Do you remember those things?
Middleton,
Middleton, very
No,
good.
Dexter.
Middleton,
Middleton.
and another one is Rowley. Okay.
J.K. Rowling.
Rowley.
Rowley. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Who wrote Dark Sonnets?
What sonnets?
Dark Sonnets.
Hopkins.
Hopkins.
Yes. Who wrote Mr. Bennet and Mrs. Brown? An essay. On or about December 1910, human nature changed. Who told this? Very important quote. Very important quote.
Mr. Brown and Mrs.
Mr. Bennet and Mrs. Brown. And this quotation is very crucial. On or about December 1910, the human nature changed. This is a little bit of a shocker because it's a crucial one. It is by Virginia Woolf. Please don't forget. Okay, what are the 4 headings in 4 quartets by Eliot? Right? Let's give it a try. When? Okay. Come on, Eliot's 4 quartets. East Cocker, Dry Salvages, Little Gidding, Burnt Norton. Okay. Should I repeat it once again?
Yes, please.
East Cocker, Coker, Dry Salvages, Little Gidding, Burnt Norton. Who wrote the 13 novel series called Pilgrimage? It uses stream of consciousness. It's a very important work. Stream of consciousness technique. Any guesses? Or do you need options? I'm ready.
Option panel.
Okay, fine. Is it Adrienne Rich or Dorothy Richardson?
Adrian.
It is Dorothy Richardson. Okay. Which movement is also called as High Church movement or Tractarian movement? It carries the name of an university. That is how we can easily guess. High Church movement or Tractarian movement. Easy. I've told you that it carries the name of an university, famous university. What is the famous university?
Oxford.
Cambridge.
Oxford. It's the Oxford movement. Okay. Okay, who introduced blank verse into English?
What?
You are near. Earl of
Sorry.
Surrey.
All of Surrey.
The first poet laureate in England is?
Dryden.
It is Ben Jonson.
Okay.
Alright. What is the pseudonym of Charles Lamb? It's easy.
Yeah.
He wrote it in the same name. His work.
Elia.
Elia.
Yeah.
Elia is this. Who wrote the Tales from Shakespeare? Is it Hazlitt or Lamb? Tales from Shakespeare.
Lamb.
It's Lamb. Very good.
Okay.
It is Lamb. Okay. Next one. Who was associated with cultural materialism? Shall I go with some cultural studies questions for a change?
Sure.
I hope it will help. Okay, I'm going with cultural studies. Okay, please bear with me from here on. Okay, I think the line is a little bit noisy somewhere. Okay, right. What was the question I started with? I asked the question, I guess. What is the question?
Somewhat culture and something.
Yeah,
Cultural
cultural materialism is associated with
Williams.
Raymond Williams. Which of the following, according to Arnold, is the right estimate of the value of the works? Personal estimate or comparative estimate? Which is true?
Question again, please.
Which of the following, according to Arnold, is the right estimate of the value of works? Is it a personal
Options?
estimate or comparative estimate?
Comparative.
Maybe comparative.
Very good. That is why he used a method called
Touchstone.
brilliant. Okay, these are all actually my own questions which I used. Okay, so it's from my arsenal. I'm bringing it. Which of the following is the example provided by Dr. Johnson as an example of local poetry or topographical poetry? Should I repeat the question? Which of the following is an example provided by Dr. Johnson as an example of local poetry or topographical poetry? Your options are John Dyer's Gronger Hall or John Denham's Cooper Hill. Which is right?
Cooper Hill.
Very good. Which, next question, it's a very lengthy question, so please listen very carefully. Which theory of textual criticism called for a single authoritative or a definite text that represents the final intentions of the author? Which theory of criticism called for a single authoritative or a definite text that represents the final intentions of the author? Your options are Jerome McGann's social theory or the Greg Bowers theory. These are all related to something.
Greg Bowers theory.
Greg Bowers theory is the right answer. Very good. Okay. Which is defined as, what is defined as, okay, I quote, what oft was thought but never so well expressed. If you complete this quotation, you will get the answer. What oft was thought but never so well expressed. Options are true wit or wit. It is true wit. Okay. I'm going to give you a very interesting incident. Okay, you will understand this. If you understand this, it is easy to remember. In Parliament, okay, Disraeli was remarked by Gladstone as the honorable gentleman will end on gallows or die of some loathsome disease. For which Disraeli replied, that depends on whether I embrace the honorable gentleman's principle or his mistress. So, thus, turning the remark of others to the advantage of own is called. அவர்கிட்டே போட்டு வாங்குறது. That is the reality. So, the options are repartee or harmless wit. Repartee or harmless wit?
Maybe a repartee.
Repartee is the right answer. This incident I love it the most. In Parliament they have argued like this. Okay. Which of the following is not an utopian work? You have to listen very carefully in order to answer this. Which of the following is not an utopian? Okay. Samuel Butler's Erewhon, Samuel Johnson's Rasselas, The Road by Cormac McCarthy. Utopia இருக்கக்கூடாது. That's the point. Please.
ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒன் கண்டிப்பா இல்ல, அது உட்டோப்பியன் ஒர்க். மீதி ரெண்டுல ஏதாச்சும் ஒன்று இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Yes, Samuel Butlerோட Erewhon is an utopian work, definitely. Now you are left with two, Samuel Johnson's Rasselas or The Road by Cormac McCarthy.
Okay, I will go with The Road by Cormac McCarthy.
Yes, that's the right answer. Very good. How did you guess?
சார் முடிச்சுல இருப்பாரு, இது இப்போ கண்டெம்பரரியா இருக்கிறதுனால இவரா இருக்கலாம் அப்படின்னு.
ஓகே சார் ஃபைன் ஓகே. எமர்சன் இன் த டிரான்சென்டென்டலிஸ்ட் 1841 எழுதின ஒர்க் ஓகே claims that the term transcendentalism has been extended from the idea of யாரோட ஐடியாவிலேருந்து உருவானது transcendentalism. That's why I say it's from my archive. It will be like this. The question will be options are F.O. Matheson, Immanuel Kant. F.O. Matheson, Immanuel Kant.
F.O. Matheson.
No, it's Immanuel Kant. Yes.
Okay.
You will definitely remember these very easily. Okay. Who said about tragicomedy? Okay, it is a very, very interesting quotation. Please listen carefully. It wants deaths, which is enough to make it no tragedy, yet brings some near it, which is enough to make it no comedy, which must be representation of familiar people. Okay, the options are Samuel Johnson, John Fletcher.
Oh, it's Samuel Johnson.
Okay, others? Please try. What do you think?
Option John Fletcher.
Okay, any other answers? We have both on tie.
Johnson.
It's Fletcher.
Okay.
Which of the following is not true regarding Senecan tragedies? Not true. Senecan model was mostly incorporated in the Elizabethan tragedies. Option 1. Option 2. Violence, horror, suicide, murder, revenge, ghosts, and play within a play are its elements. Third option. Seneca wrote tragedies in the 4th century. Which is the wrong one?
First one is the wrong one, Elizabethan.
But Elizabethan contained bloodshed also, right?
Yeah, times, but not.
Yes, in tragedies there
Not.
were. Yeah, but not always. But here I have given the twist in which century he wrote tragedies. It is not in 4th century, he wrote in the 1st century. Now I am going to tell you a quote by Aristotle, you have to complete it. The tragedy, actually his definition for tragedy is the imitation of an action that is serious and also as having magnitude dash in itself. The imitation of an action. Yes, sir.
Complete in
Very
itself.
good. Complete in itself. That's the answer. I'll repeat once again. The imitation of an action that is serious and also having magnitude complete in itself. Brilliant. I was about to give options, but you will be. In Morning Becomes Electra. Who wrote this actually? Yesterday we saw, I think. Who wrote this?
Option 2.
You studied this writer yesterday, but I think we can say like this. He experimented, inversed the myth.
இவரு ஐயோ ஒரு மேம் சொன்னாங்களா?
Even today we talked about it once.
யூஜின் ஓனைல்.
Eugene O'Neill. Okay. He shifted in Morning Becomes Electra. He shifts the locale from Greece to which country? Greece அப்படியே மாற்றி என்ன கண்ட்ரியாக மாற்றிட்டாரு? That's the question. நியூ இங்கிலாந்து ஆர் லண்டன்? திங்க் பண்ணால் ஈஸியாக அடிச்சிடலாம், ரொம்ப யோசிக்காதீங்க. நியூ இங்கிலாந்து ஆர் லண்டன்? நியூ இங்கிலாந்து. ஏன் நியூ இங்கிலாந்து? டக்குன்னு சொல்லுங்கள்.
சும்மா தோணுச்சு, எல்லாரும் லண்டனால இருந்தாங்க, எல்லாம் இவர் இருக்கலாம் அப்படின்னு.
இல்லை, பிகாஸ் நியூ இங்கிலாந்து இஸ் இன் அமெரிக்கா, அவ்வளோதான். இவர் அமெரிக்கன்.
ஓகே.
லண்டன் இருக்க சான்ஸே இல்லை. ஓகே. ஹூ ரோட் எஸ் பார் ஜி? Okay, Roland Barthes. According to Roland Barthes, S bar Z 1970, readable texts are, what are readable texts? நல்லா யோசிச்சு சொல்லுங்கள், அவசரப்படாதீங்க. 2 ஆப்ஷன் மட்டும் தரேன். ஓகே, ரீடபிள் டெக்ஸ்ட்னா எது? நான் சொல்கிற 2 ஆப்ஷனில். ஓகே, முக்கியமான கொஷின். இட் வயலேட்ஸ் ஆர் பேரடிஸ் அப்பான் எக்ஸிஸ்டிங் கன்வென்ஷன்ஸ். ஒன்று. ரெண்டாவது, கன்ஃபார்ம்ஸ் டு த ட்ரெடிஷ்னல் கோட்ஸ் அண்ட் கன்வென்ஷன்ஸ். கன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணுமா, வயலேட் பண்ணுமா? தட்ஸ் த கொஷின். ரீடபிள்.
மேபி வயலேட் பண்ணலாம்.
ஓகே, எல்லாரும் ஆன்சர் பண்ணுங்க, அப்போ தான் ஒரு கன்க்ளூஷன் வரும். இட்ஸ் ஈஸி டு ஆக்சுவலி கன்க்ளூட் வென் யூ ஆன்சர் இட்.
வயலேட் பண்ணும்.
இட் கன்ஃபார்ம்ஸ் டு த ட்ரெடிஷ்னல் கோட்ஸ். ஓகே, ரைட்டபிள் தான் வயலேட் பண்ணும்.
இல்ல எஸ் பார்ஸ் இல்ல தானே நம்ம அந்த பிரிகாலியர் அந்த அந்த அவுட் ஆஃப் த பாக்ஸ்லாம் திங்க் பண்ணுவோங்கிற மாதிரி சொன்னோம்.
மெனி வில் பி தேர். எஸ், ப்ளஷர்ஸ் ஆஃப் அ டெக்ஸ்ட்னு சொல்லி அதுக்கு ஒரு தனி. எஸ், அகைன். ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன்.
ஓகே.
Which of the following is correct regarding tension by Alan Tate? Alan Tate studied tension in epic poetry. 1. Second one, a good poem incorporates both abstract and concrete ideas. இது ரெண்டுல எது கரெக்ட்?
First one.
Study tension in epic poetry. Okay.
Epic poetry.
Okay. Others? What about your guesses? A or B? Let's make it a little bit lively so anyone can answer. Please try. No ideas? Okay. At least no ideas. That would be better. A good poem incorporates both abstract and concrete ideas is the right answer. Okay. In Ode to Nightingale, who wrote it?
Keats.
Okay. There is a line, okay, and you should say this line is an example of which of the following. Is it a synecdoche or synesthesia? You should tell me, okay. Tasting of flora and the country green, dance and provincial song and sunburnt mirth. Is this synecdoche or synesthesia? Tasting of flora and the country green, dance and provincial song and sunburnt mirth.
Synecdoche.
Okay, how do you say it, synecdoche?
சத்தியமா தெரியாது, சொல்லணும்னு சொல்லிட்டேன்.
Okay.
ஆக்சுவலி சினெக்டோஷங்கிறதுக்கு இங்க எக்ஸாக்ட் மீனிங்கே என்னங்கிறது எனக்கு தெரியாது.
கரெக்ட்.
Yes. Actually ரெண்டு இருக்கு தெரியுமா? synecdoche இருக்கு, இன்னொன்னு இருக்குமே சேர்ந்து ஒட்டி. What is it? இந்த ரெண்டை சேர்ந்து தான் சொல்லுவோம். Anyone remembers it? மெட்டானிமி. ஓகே, ஸோ நீங்கள் என்ன புரிஞ்சுக்கணுன்னா, when part represents the whole or whole represents the part. For example, the wheels are coming அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். அப்படின்னா வீல்ஸ்னால் என்ன அர்த்தம்? கார். எஸ், கார் ஆர் பஸ். ஸோ ஹியர் இட் பிகம்ஸ் மெட்டானிமி ஆர் synecdoche. அதே மாதிரி ஐ நீட் சம் 50 ஹெட்ஸ், ஐ வில் கவுண்ட் த ஹெட்ஸும்பாங்க. ஹெட்டுங்கிறது இட் ரெப்ரசன்ஸ் த ஹியூமன். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி வரும். இப்படி எதுவுமே வரலன்னா யூ கேன் கோ வித் தி அதர் ஆப்ஷன்ஸ். தட்ஸ் ஆல். ஐ ஹோப் இட்ஸ் கிளியர். ஓகே, synesthesia is the right answer here. Okay. Baudelaire held the doctrine that inherent analogies exist between spiritual and material worlds. This shows that he believes in tradition or correspondence.
Tradition.
Okay, I'm telling it again. Held the doctrine that inherent analogies, analogy na comparison, exists between human, spiritual and material world. He believes in ஒருத்தருக்கு ஒருத்தர் சமரசமாக ஒரு ஒற்றுமை இருக்கும்போது அது என்னன்னு சொல்லுவோம்?
மியூச்சுவல்.
கரஸ்பாண்டன்ஸ். தட்ஸ் ஆல்.
ஓகே.
ஓகே, இதெல்லாம் வந்து டேர்ம்ஸ். ஓகேவா, கொஞ்சம் சீரியஸான டேர்ம்ஸு. ஸோ அதனால தான் ஐ குடன்ட் ஸ்கிப் தோஸ். ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன். அக்கார்டிங் டு லாங்கினஸ், த எஃபெக்ட் ஆஃப் சப்ளைம் இஸ் டு transport, please dominate. இது மூணுல எது? Very good. Which among the following is not true about surrealism? Surrealism practiced automatic writing. First one. Andre Breton's Manifesto on Surrealism launched this movement in France. Number 2. Number 3. Tristan Tzara, Marcel Duchamp are surrealists. Which is false. Tristan Tzara எங்க வருவாரு யோசிச்சு பாருங்க. Think.
Go with the third one is wrong.
Yes,
The
third one is
writers.
wrong. Very good. Andre Bretonோட manifesto on surrealism தான் it's the beginning of surrealism. That's true. Andre Breton is true. But Zara, Marcel Duchampலாம் எதில் வருவாங்க? ஏதாவது யோசிச்சு சொல்லுங்க பார்ப்போம். கொஞ்சம் திங்க் பண்ணுங்க. Any idea? There are many movements, right?
Okay.
அந்த டைமில் வந்த ஒரு மூமெண்ட் உங்களால் கெஸ் பண்ண முடியும். அந்த அந்த ஒட்டி வந்த மூமெண்ட் டடாயிசம். ஓகே, டடாயிசம் அது வந்து தெரிஞ்சு வச்சுக்கணும். இட் வில் பி யூஸ்ஃபுல். ஓகே, அண்ட் ஐ நீட் நாட் கன்ஃபியூஸ் யூ மோர் பிகாஸ் இட்ஸ் ஈஸி. ஹூ ரோட் த எய்ம்ஸ் ஆஃப் இன்டர்பிரிட்டேஷன்? ஆப்ஷன் தரேன். ஸ்டான்லி ஃபிஷ்ஷா, இடி ஹிர்ஸ்சா?
Maybe the second one.
Yes, E.D. Hirsch. Who wrote? Is there a text in the class?
Stanley Fish.
Stanley Fish. Okay. Who made the distinction between demotic style and hieratic style that represents ordinary speech and literary language? Your options are John Milton, Northrop Frye. Northrop Frye. Distinction between நல்லா கேட்டுக்கோங்க, demotic style and hieratic style. Okay, now we will have a little break. That is, this break is a little bit of different break.